Fuhrman led Klan vs. female officers on tapes. OJ trial cop tells of tribunals by Michelle CARUSO, New York. Daily News Monday, April 28, 1997, 12 a.m. Los Angeles ex-cop Mark Fuhrman, infamous for spewing racial slurs, once led a clandestine anti-female police group wearing a hood at tribunals to punish male cops who refused to shun female officers, the Daily News has learned. Fuhrman, whose bigoted tape-recorded rantings played a role in O.J. Simpson's criminal trial, described donning a hooded sweatshirt to preside at beer-fueled mock trials, held in the dead of night at a baseball field. "I am the Grand Dragon. The hood is what we call it," he said in never-released portions of the tapes reviewed exclusively by the Daily News. Fuhrman's racist remarks on the tapes led to his perjury conviction last year and made him a national pariah. But in his current best-selling book about the Simpson case, Murder at Brentwood, Fuhrman said he greatly exaggerated on the tapes to impress aspiring screenwriter Laura Hart McKinny. On the tapes, Fuhrman also revealed his leadership in Men Against Women, an all-male club of LAPD officers that reportedly ostracized female cops in a bid to drive them off the force. The Los Angeles Police Commission's 18-month investigation of the Fuhrman tapes found M.A.W. actually existed in the 1980s, with dozens of members promoting discrimination and intimidation of women in blue, sources said. The commission, which is due to release its 250-page report as soon as this week, also found the department's internal investigation of M.A.W., launched in the mid-1980s, was a virtual whitewash, resulting in no significant disciplinary action, sources said. Fuhrman recorded 12 tapes with McKinney between 1986 and 1994. Small segments, in which he spewed racial slurs and boasted of police brutality, were made public during Simpson's criminal trial in 1995. But the bulk of the tapes concern Fuhrman's disdain for female cops and involvement in M.A.W., which he said had 145 members in 5 of the city's 18 police divisions during its heyday in the mid-1980s. He said M.A.W. members shunned or refused to work with female officers and called them names like Critter and Hench Monkey, all in violation of departmental anti-discrimination rules. And he badmouthed his former boss, Captain Peggy York, the wife of Simpson criminal trial judge Lance Ito, saying she used her sexuality to become the force's highest-ranking female officer. On a 1988 tape, Fuhrman described tribunals as a cross between criminal trials and Ku Klux Klan rallies, where members would drink beer and conduct a mock trial. Standing around in a dark parking lot of a baseball diamond at 3:30 in the morning. And I put my hood on and I am calling a tribunal and we get in a circle with Tony standing in the middle. Okay, the charges are as follows. You were seen having coffee with one of the enemy, Fuhrman said. Male officers found guilty of fraternizing with females were sentenced to punishments like a week of silent treatment or the back, where other male officers would turn their backs on the offender, he said. Fuhrman said he even placed his own partner on trial after overhearing the man having a chat with a female officer. I said, "You're on trial next Saturday night." So after 2 days he asks, "How can I keep from being put on trial?" I say, "Publicly humiliate a female officer." He never did it. I had to put him on trial, Fuhrman said. On the 1988 tape, he also griped that the department's internal investigation was cramping M.A.W.'s activities. "We haven't had a tribunal in 5 months. Mostly because former L.A. Police Chief Daryl Gates personally knows my name now. Because of M.A.W. Munchkins with their guns." New excerpts of never-released Mark Fuhrman tapes recorded in the 1980s. Fuhrman, this doctor wrote a whole book on women and leadership. Females lack the one ingredient that makes them an effective leader, and that is testosterone, the aggressive hormone. I mean, without that, you can't hold up under the pressures necessary to make you a leader. They bring out Margaret Thatcher. His answer is she probably has an overabundance of testosterone, and she's run by a parliament. I mean, I don't talk about Cosmo or Star or General Hospital. That's part of why female officers came on the department. They can work nights and watch soap operas when they get up. Take every female officer, take them out of the field. You would not see a difference in the impact on crime. You would see a hell of a lot more morale. If I was a bank robber and I've got a shotgun and some 5-foot split-tail female officer comes running into the bank, I am not going to take hostages. I am going to blow her little ass to kingdom come. She could be a black belt in martial arts, and you could break her neck in 10 seconds. It's just ridiculous. She is a frail little object. Females are working. You have a bunch of munchkins out in front with their guns. San Francisco is the most decadent city in the United States. Policemen don't have pride, they have long hair, even beards at one point. They have no pride. They are nothing. They have homosexual officers. It's disgusting. I won't eat with them, I won't have coffee with them, I won't be seen with them. It's embarrassing. Where does some woman 5 feet tall and 98 pounds get off coming out? I can bench press almost 4 times what she weighs. You've got to be able to shoot people, beat people beyond recognition, and go home and hug your little kids. Women don't pack those qualities. Almost no women do, and if they do, they are either so ugly or they're a lesbian or they're so dykeish that they are not women anymore.